If you were listening on Friday, Jimmy, was it during the bright side that the lady called in and said they found the collie?
We originally got a text about this, and we're kind of scratching our heads. What does this mean? What does this mean? And then later on, a lady sent a follow-up text about a story of a dog that was lost over Christmas break. And she called in and then filled us in. And
on the bright side,
we've got some more of the story.
And we didn't have a lot of time, but she said this little Sheltie came to visit from Ohio. Some people in Minnesota at Christmas time, the whole family shows up. They lose the dog. The family goes back to Ohio, and nobody sees the dog again. But there were random sightings of a Sheltie in the neighborhoods. This weekend, the dog came home, I think. We'll finish this story in a minute. 4:18 on WCCO.
WCCO.
Yeah, on Christmas Eve, that family had come out from Ohio. They drove out with Sonny. He's an 8-year-old Sheltie, and for Christmas, and they had him. He's sort of shy, and their in-laws live in Maple Grove, and they had put him in a back bedroom because he's shy. And the very first person that came in, that was the room to put their coats. And the first person that came in and put their coat in there, he got spooked and ran out of the room. And with people coming in the house, the front door was open. He got out.
That was about Christmas time. Families visiting from Ohio, and the dog was gone. And I grew up with Shelties. I know all about toy collies. They're beautiful dogs. They look like Lassie, or at least ours did. But, yeah, they're a little skittish, or can be. So this dog is gone. And I guess the story goes the family went back to Ohio and have not seen their dog since. And the family that the dog was visiting hadn't seen the dog since. Dick Odenthal is in Cincinnati right now. Dick, you're on WCCO in Minneapolis. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Is that the story? That was your dog, right?
Yes, that was my dog.
And is that kind of what happened? That's essentially it?
Yeah. I mean, he was sighted numerous times in many different locations, and every time we would try to get live traps set up to catch him, he'd move on to a new area.
Well, I wonder how the dog was surviving, Dick. I mean, do you think families were taking him in, or was he just scavenging?
No, there's no way he would let anyone, a stranger, ever get close enough to him. My brother came within 8 feet of him one time.
You're kidding.
And he called out his name, and he just took off running.
Oh, forgot. And now you're chasing the dog, and he's gone.
Yeah, and so Shelties are, if you can believe the Internet, they're the 6th smartest dog in the world.
And they're fast. They are agile. Well, they're sheep herder dogs. They're smart. Yeah. They're bred to herd sheep, and they're very agile and quick. Amazing.
Yeah, so he survived on his own for 96 days.
I wonder, did he lose a lot of weight out there?
He lost a little bit weight, but the blood work came back from the vet, and his cholesterol slightly elevated. Other than that, he's in good shape.
What do you think he was surviving on then, Dick?
Rabbits and just roadkill and whatever he could find.
You know, we all worry so much about our pets. Oh, if my dog misses a meal, we're kind of, he didn't eat much. Daisy didn't eat yesterday. Oh, boy, she's going to be hungry tomorrow. Your dog may have gone days without eating.
Yeah, and with the Minnesota winter, I used to live up there. I had an app on my phone that I saw the Maple Grove temperature every day, and I was just kind of keeping track of the temperature, and I kind of almost given up hope that we'd get them back.
The overnight lows, were 9, 12, 12 below zero, and that was without the wind chill.
Yeah. But he's happy to be at home. He's sleeping on the bed again, and he's...
Well, take me to the recovery. So you got a call? Somebody caught the dog? What happened?
I got a call a couple of weeks ago, and they said, we think we saw your dog. And I said, and I had so many of those calls. I literally had dozens of them. And I said, well, where? And he said, well, we're feeding feeding cats outside. And all of a sudden, for the last 8 nights, something's eating all of the food. They said, we saw it on camera, and we saw a Sheltie because they used to have what they looked it up on the Internet, and they saw Sonny's picture, so they said, we think it's your dog. I called the Sheltie Rescue Organization in Minnesota. They supplied a live trap, and for 8 or 9 nights, they set it out. Nothing. The night before they caught Sonny, they caught a raccoon, and so they decided to set it out one more night, and then Thursday night is the night they caught Sonny. They saw him Friday morning.
He goes in to take the food, and that throws the lever, and then the dog's caught.
Yep. So then they texted me a picture. I could tell immediately it was him, and then they said, take a picture of the collar. They took a picture of the collar. They sent me that text. I got in the car and headed up to pick him up.
So when you got that picture, what did you think? What did you say? What did you feel?
Oh, it was kind of. I was just haunted by what had happened to him. You know, he's kind of my friend. He follows me wherever I go, and I just wanted some closure to the issue. And so it was just a relief that it was over, that he was coming home.
Yeah, you probably feel bad. The dog's scared, doesn't know what's going on in the world around him, and what can you do?
Yeah, but he's a good dog. He's enjoying himself back at home, and
he's no worse for wear. He's not been traumatized that you can tell, Dick?
No, all his old behaviors and sleeping in the same spots and playing in the backyard with the new puppy we bought. I mean, it's.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, we bought another little Sheltie puppy.
Now, was that the divorced girlfriend? Was that the I've lost this dog, I got to get that one?
Well, Sonny started out as my youngest daughter's dog, and she wanted another dog, and so we started looking around. So I got it mainly for her, and so then Sonny's back now. I have Sonny, and she can have the puppy. But
it sounds to me like you didn't think you were going to get it back, that you got another dog to replace Sonny.
Well, I started having my doubts after over 3 months.
Sure. And so Sonny walks in, and it's like, hooray, wait a minute. How did he feel about somebody else in his space?
He just kind of stared at the puppy.
Yeah. Hey, Dick, it's a wonderful story. We're so glad that, was it your sister-in-law that called in, or maybe somebody from the rescue organization called in?
I think somebody from the rescue. I have no idea who called in.
Yeah, the Sheltie Rescue people, I think it was. And I've heard from them. They're good people. They do good work.
They're wonderful people.
Yeah.
Without them, we wouldn't have had them back.
Sounds like it.
They were tireless.
How about that? Dick Odenthal from Cincinnati, where it's sunny. And what's the temperature there right now, Dick?
Oh, it's about 50.
50 degrees. All right, my friend. Well, listen, nice story. Thanks for joining us on WCCO.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day. How about that?